a whole lot of other stories I want to get you across. And joining me, the dynamic duo, Senator for Tasmania, Liberal Claire Chandler, and Sky News commentator Carolee Katsimbarnis. Ladies, welcome. Let's start with negative gearing. You heard all of that there from Trudy. Peter Dutton today really made hay with the confusion that the PM created last night, perhaps even made worse today, on the whole issue of negative gearing. He pretended last night, or claimed last night, that there had not been done any modelling via Treasury at the government's behest, but that's something the Treasurer has already admitted. Tricky language here with Labor. Have a listen.
You're not doing them now, but you could do them next year, the year after.
There is no intention to make this a part of any of our policies in relation to housing.
No intention. Listen to this similar tricky language from the Prime Minister not so long ago.
Well, I have no plans to do it. It's not our policy.
Well, we have no plans to touch or change negative gearing.
Well, Carolee, no intentions, no plans until they do. We saw that with the stage 3 tax cuts. These are weasel words that politicians love to use, aren't they?
Look, they sure are. Good evening, Peter and Claire, and to all the viewers. Look, the Prime Minister's got form on this before. He went to the last election saying he wasn't going to oppose the stage 3 tax cuts, as you said. And, you know, as you said, the power price is down by $275. It hasn't. He may not have the intention at the moment, but should he win the election, we know that with the Greens, that is one of their key policies to get rid of negative gearing. What's he going to do when he says we will not negotiate with the Greens? What's he going to do? Send Jim Chalmers in to negotiate, or Tanya Plibersek, or something like that? He can't say that, but as you say, they're very much weasel words as well. But more importantly, at least the Greens have said what they stand for and what they are actually going to do. But at the end of the day, it spells incredibly bad news for all Australians that have worked hard, that have an investment property. But it is also very bad news for people that are currently renting, because it will mean a shortage of supply. And as you say, how on earth can he not be in negotiations with the Greens should he indeed win the election?
Yeah, look, and I remind people the last time this happened, that negative gearing was scrapped, it happened under Paul Keating. He scrapped it. There was a terrible impact on rental properties. The supply dried up and he put it back in again. So let's be very clear about that. It's been tried, it's been failed. Labor learned the lesson. But you know, truly, Claire, if he wasn't going to do it, he would just rule it out. And today he was pushed and pushed and pushed, the Prime Minister, and he refused to rule it out.
Well, that's exactly right, Peter, and I think we're seeing a repeat performance from Mr Albanese in this campaign to what we saw in the last, where he promised more than 90 times to reduce Australians' power bills by $275, and we're yet to see that appear. So I think that this is just, you know, the rerun of those broken promises from Mr Albanese and the Labor government in this campaign, just the same as we saw last campaign.